Thank you. Directors, members of the public, I want to say that this is an incredibly difficult decision. And I want to thank all of you for your longevity today and staying with us. And I want to thank those of you who have expressed your opinions. I want to let you know that I have heard them, I have listened to them, and I'm weighing them very, very carefully. I want to make 3 points today very briefly, and I know we all want to get out of here. The first point is that we are not starting from scratch here. When we have to weigh a tough public policy decision, we have to try to figure out what's the right answer. But we're not starting from scratch because we already have an adopted station naming policy. And that explicitly says, name a station after a geographic location. It also says, if you read all the words, it also says, in noteworthy circumstances, an area of a station or a commemorative plaque may be placed to honor an individual who, or a group of individuals who have made a special contribution. So it seems to me that the decision before us today is exactly what the board anticipated when they adopted that policy a couple of years ago to say, we do not name stations after people, we can name an area or a plaza or a plaque after a person. So I would be very supportive of that approach. But the policy clearly says, do not name stations after people. The second point I want to make is about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And these are a lot of themes we've heard a lot about today. Here in San Francisco, in 2019, we celebrate a diversity of views, and we strive to be a city that is inclusive of all people. Naming, as several have commented, naming any public asset after one person is likely to make some people happy and other people very unhappy. And I was struck by one speaker today who said that this renaming, in some ways, symbolizes that this one person represents Chinatown. And that's a sentiment that makes many people very, very uncomfortable. Again, this is probably why the policy that was adopted a few years ago says, do not name a station after a person. And finally, I just want to share with you that this, to me, comes down to a cost and a benefit. We're here on this board to weigh the potential benefit with the potential cost and make very difficult decisions. If this renaming was essential to the SFMTA reaching our strategic plan goals, then I would consider it. But this renaming bears no relation to the SFMTA's ability to achieve our strategic plan goals. And it's very offensive to many people, and it's clearly divisive. So to me, the costs clearly outweigh the benefits. And I would echo many of the speakers who said, let's pick the name that is not offensive to anyone, which is the Chinatown Station.
Thank you very much.